okay. I've been spending the last week trying to make some preparations for a kind of adventure trip that I'm going to be going on. So I needed to get some kind of outdoor equipment. I begged and borrowed as much as I could, but I still had to buy a few things. And I thought it might be slightly fun to do a couple of noob reviews of some of the stuff that I've bought. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Apologies, the lighting is pretty horrible in here, but I had nowhere else to go. It's very noisy around here. So the first thing on my list for the thirsty traveler is a water filter, the Holy Grayl. How holy is it? Let's find out. I did do a bit of research into filter bottles, and it was a very rich world indeed, a rich and confusing world, to be quite honest, and I actually didn't want to spend that much time doing it. So I remembered I seen another YouTuber, Boots on the Ground, check out his channel, using one of these Grayl filter bottles. So I thought, let's just get one of these. On the tin it seems to do what I want it to. So there are two things that I was looking out for. One, obviously that it filters disease and so on out of water, so that I can use it to take water from streams and lakes and so on if I'm doing a multi-day like kayak trip or walking trip. And number two, I want it to taste the bad taste out of water, because I often find that tap water tastes really horrible. I'm sure you've seen in the news the water poisonings that have been happening in the water, starting in Devon where everybody was getting sick, which turned out to be caused by cow poo getting into the water reservoir. So kind of perfect example of why animal agriculture is not good for humans as well as the animals. But anyhow, I think they dumped a load of extra chemicals in the water because it's been tasting super nasty. So I also wanted a bottle that I could just use every day to filter tap water so it tasted better to me. Apparently it's going to remove 99.99% of viruses, 99.99% of bacteria, and 99.99% of protozoa, including Cryptosporidium, which is the one that poisoned the water in Devon. It also filters out microplastics, sediment, silt, chemicals like chlorine, chloroform, which is the kind of stuff they dump in the water, and heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and chromium. Now it should also be super simple to use, which is also what I wanted, because I just don't want something that has a million different parts that you can lose and it's going to be a faff. So it should be a pretty simple matter. You take out the inside part, put the water in the bottom, and then just physically push the top bit down, which filters the water. So it sounds pretty easy, right? I'm totally down with that. Okay. Progress. Rotate and pull apart. Fill this with the dirty water. Twist the simple vent cap half a turn to allow air to vent during purification process, utilizing your body weight as down with steady force. Okay. I'm going to fill it up from my tap here. I don't drink this water. I don't think it tastes nice when it's been in there. I do put like chemical tablets in it to keep it non-poisonous. And obviously I'm not going to be able to really test if this is going to poison me, but we should be able to find out if it makes the water taste better anyway. And it's got a max fill there. Okay, that's not going to work for me. I'm going to try and do it on the floor. It said 8 seconds that you should be able to do this in. That's not going to work for me. Let's take it in the garden, give it another try. If I can get my whole body weight on top of it on the ground, hopefully that's going to work a bit better. Okay, let's calm that up in this position. Like 15 seconds. That's going to be a lot easier for a heavy person. I had to put my whole weight on that. I probably weigh like 9.5 stone, but I did it, right? So that's cool. I guess we're ready for the taste test. Everyone is out drilling and making a racket. Let's see. great. Let's taste from the tap without this, and then we can compare if there's any difference. Here goes nothing. Smells vile. It's really not nice. Okay, let's try this one again. Well, that definitely tastes better. It definitely tastes better than the unfiltered one. So I'll give it that. It doesn't taste amazing, but I think I could drink this. It's tolerable. Oh, that is intolerable. Okay, yeah, it definitely has improved the taste, because that other one, that is so disgusting. Like, there's no way that I could drink that. Okay, so what do I actually think of this? Is this the Holy Grayl or just the Grey Grayl? Let's start with the positives. One, it's simple to use. I'm not sure if that's the same as easy. You saw me struggling with that. You need to force the water through. But I think that's a positive. It was very simple to use. It doesn't have loads of parts that, you know, you could get lost or anything like that. So simplicity of use, that's a plus. Removes all the bacteria and the viruses, that's a plus. Removes the flavour from the water. Yes, it did. It definitely improved the flavour of that water. I don't have anything to compare it to, whether different products do that better or not, but I'm going to put that on the positive side. It does work. This is a good big size as well. You can put 770 millilitres in here. There is also a smaller version if you prefer that. Another big bonus is that you can decant the water from this once you've filtered it. A lot of the other options I looked at actually only filter it when you're sucking out the water to drink it, because I prefer to be able to filter more water and decant that into some other bottles so I can make sure I have plenty with me, and also use that for washing up as well. So for me, that's a bonus. I think those things are all great. What's on the negative side? One, it is pretty heavy. I didn't look at the weights before I ordered this. I've never had to like carry a pack before. I've never really like gram counted. But as soon as I got this out of the box, I was like, it weighs an absolute ton. Having looked at the packet, it weighs 450 grams. That's a lot. I know there's a lot of people who like wouldn't want to get that. And if you're going on a very long hike, probably you're going to want something a lot lighter than that. But that's what it is. The smaller version only weighs 350 grams. Still quite a lot, but a bit less. So that is an option as well. And actually, because you can decant it, with hindsight, I would have just got the smaller one. What else is negative? I'm gonna have to put the price. This is really expensive. The cheapest I found it for online was £80, and the smaller version 70. So like, that's a massive outlay. And the filter also doesn't seem to last as long on this as other water filters that you can get. They don't all have the active carbon though that removes the flavors from the water, and I did really want that. So I think the question really is not really how much it costs, but is it good value? I actually don't know. Maybe that's for you to decide, and maybe I'll be able to tell you in a couple of weeks or months whether I think this was good value or not. I guess it is only fair to say that if you were like super unstrong and really, really light, you might actually struggle to push that down. So yeah, pluses: removes the flavor, removes all the viruses and bacteria, and it can be decanted into other things. And on the negative side, it's really expensive and it is pretty heavy. But on the whole, I'm really excited to use this. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll let you know how it's doing in a couple of weeks and months, but I'm looking forward to using it. I hope you enjoyed this noob review. I'm going to be going out on some cool adventures if all goes to plan over the next few weeks and months. So check back next week. Hopefully we'll be outdoors doing something exciting somewhere. Thanks for watching this video, and see you next time. Bye. Well, I've just been reading the instructions here at my leisure, and it actually says that the press time is affected by userability. So that's embarrassing. Oh well.